Remember, all I'm offering is the truth. Nothing.
Tuesday. Are you ready?
First, I'd like to say peace to the gods.
Welcome
to Truth Tuesday with your host, Akeem L.
He knows more than you can imagine.
The truth.
Well, the truth is, you got to get yourself together.
The truth.
The truth is, you got to get your mind right.
The truth.
The truth is, you got to get your paperwork in order. The truth is,
Hindsight Radio.
I'm listening, but are they listening?
Hindsight Radio.
What you talking about? Okay. What about Tuesday? Yo, Akeem, pick me up. Yo, turn that on, son.
Welcome to Blog Talk Radio. Please hold and you'll be able to listen to the show.
At last.
Hindsight Radio.
The truth is, it's Tuesday.
With your host, Akeem L. The truth.
Peace to the gods. You're listening to Hindsight Radio. This is Hindsight Radio.
I represent it.
The information station changing the nation.
Radio. And when I'm doing commerce, I'm always tuned in to Hindsight Radio, the information station that's taking over the nation. Always Hindsight. All right?
Hey, peace, everybody. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of the Truth Tuesday Show with your host, Akeem L, here on Hindsight Radio, the information station changing the nation. I want to wish everybody well, peace, prosperity, and extreme wealth to everyone. Hope your family's doing well. Hope you're doing well and you're living prosperous, living to your full potential, at least working towards that. You know, everything that you get comes from the ideas in your mind. I can't stress that enough. It doesn't come from a God in the sky. He's not delivering presents like Santa Claus. It comes from the God within you, not the God outside of you. I know a lot of your religious priests, teachers would not agree with me because they've been teaching y'all the same old tired dogma for years. And what do they say? You keep practicing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. That's insanity. Try something different. Try looking for the God in you. That's where he's working. That's where she's working. That's where your real prosperity and wealth comes from. You came to this world through the divine womb of your mom, through her divine portal, encoded with everything you need to succeed. Yes, you already have it. The problem is you keep looking for someone else to tell you. You're looking for something to tell you. Some organization to give you the enlightenment. You came here with the enlightenment. You are already enlightened. So that means that all you have to do is turn that switch on of awareness and realize the truth of you. You are the power. You are the strength. You are the light. You are the Christ that you've been looking for all your life. You are the power you've been looking for. I know, mama, papa, grandma, grandpa told you something different. And they only told you that because they were taught that and they believed it. They held on to that for dear life. And this is why, for the most part, they didn't receive the extreme prosperity and wealth and the peace of mind that comes with the knowledge that you are the Christ. You are the enlightened one. I was listening to a video of one of the gurus, and he was saying, what is enlightenment? I think it's Sadiq. I can't pronounce his name. I like him. He's like an East Indian guy. Sadhguru. I don't want to mess his name up. But anyway, and he said enlightenment is realizing that everything you do, there's some type of karma. There's some type of payback. And it's not good or bad. Whatever you put out, it comes back to you. So if you're putting out goodwill on a daily basis, guess what? That is going to come back to you. And most times it comes back tenfold. Yeah, it comes back to you in a way more than you put out. That's why it's better to give than it is to receive. Now, be careful what you're giving, because if you're giving out bad, you're going to get bad. You give out hurt, you're going to get hurt. You give out dishonesty, you're going to get dishonesty. This is why I don't spend my time attacking folks that attack me on, sometimes. I don't get many attacks anymore because, why I don't get a whole lot? Because I don't go after people. I don't attack. I'm always on the offense. Like, and if they say something crazy, let them have it and move on. Because it stops it right there. I send out the goodwill, and then all I get is abundance of good energy from people. People who want to help with genuine intentions. Every now and then someone, try to get in there, but they don't last long because they know I don't feed into the nonsense. So I allow myself not to get caught up in the back and forth. That's why, you know, me and Beth created a show. It's called the Our Journey show. And we're going to talk about things, what it took, some of the difficult times we went through and what we did to get through it. And we did our first show on Friday. Go check it out. I think it was a pretty good, successful show. And we started for the first time with Zoom so that people could call in and share their thoughts. Mostly guys called in, no gals. We want some women to participate. I got a Zoom link up now. Y'all can get in and if y'all want to get in, y'all can get on which y'all can get on YouTube or get with me on Blog Talk. Let me put the banners up. 563. There's a banner. 563-999-3615 if you want to talk to me live, or click the Zoom link in the chat if you want to get on live. Only you got to turn that camera on. If you don't want to, Shouts out to Wolf's Mane Beard Care. I was looking a little ashy on the camera, right? So, I don't have my beard anymore, but I said this stuff would be good anyway for the skin. You putting it on there. So I pulled out the butter pomade, if y'all can see that. Cuban leaf. See if I can get it up to the camera a little closer. The Cuban leaf, and it smells good. And I put it on my face. See that? Looks nice and smooth. That was a little dry. You know how you shave and then a little ashy. So I was like, let me put this on. Got a little stubble coming, so this should work. So it not only works for the beard, it works for the skin too. So check them out. I got their information. Oh, here it is. There's their information running across the screen, their telephone number. wolfsmanebeardcare.com. Go to them. These are loyal supporters of mine, so I like to support them. 100% natural handcrafted Cuban leaf. It smells really good. I like the smell of this Cuban leaf. Really smells good. It's like a butter. See? There you go. See that? It's like a little butter. It's got me feeling nice and smooth. Oh, really good on the skin. What was I saying? Everything comes from the mind. Everything. Everything comes from your thought. You are the father of all, father, mother, the end all, be all of everything that's happening in your life. You're the power. You've been given the power to make life what you want. And right now, if it's a little chaotic, you might have to rethink your thoughts. What are you thinking on? This is scripture. What was it? Matthew chapter 8. And this is the scripture where a lot of people came and they needed help. I'm going to read some of them, right? I'm going to read them. So Matthew chapter 8, verse 1, it says, when Jesus came down from the mountain, large crowds followed him. Suddenly a leper came and knelt before him, saying, Lord, if you are willing, you can make me clean. Jesus reached out his hand and touched the man. I am willing, he said, be clean. And immediately his leprosy was cleansed. So what cleansed him? The belief that Christ could heal him. If he didn't have that belief, it wouldn't have happened. He said, if you are willing, you will be made clean. That's one example. So then Jesus instructs him, see that you don't tell anyone, but go show yourself to the priest and offer the gift prescribed by Moses as a testimony to him. So he said, don't tell anybody. Don't run around bragging. Just go in to the priest and do the gift that prescribed by Moses. So he had to give something, the gift and a testimony. for that healing. He said, do this. So let's go to the faith of the centurion. When Jesus had entered Capernaum, a centurion came and pleaded with him, Lord, my servant lies at home, paralyzed, and is in terrible agony. I will go heal him, Jesus replied. The centurion answered, Lord, I am not worthy to have you come under my roof, but just say the word, and my servant will be healed. For I myself am a man under authority with soldiers under me. I tell one to go, and he goes, and another to come, and he comes. I tell my servant to do something, and he does it. When Jesus heard this, he marveled and said those following him, truly, I tell you, I have not found anyone in Israel with such great faith. See, it's all about the belief system. It's all about the faith that he had. That's what it's about. You see, I say to you that many will come from the east and the west to share the banquet with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob in the kingdom of heaven, but the sons of the kingdom will be thrown into the outer darkness where there will be weeping and gnashing of the teeth. And Jesus said to the centurion, go as you have believed, so will it be done for you. See, it was all about the belief, what they believed. It came from inside of them. And his servant was healed at that very hour. Jesus heals at Peter's house. When Jesus arrived at Peter's house, he saw Peter's mother-in-law sick in bed with a fever. So he touched her hand, and the fever left her, and she got up and began to serve them. When evening came, many who were demon-possessed were brought to Jesus, and he drove out spirits in the word and healed all that was sick. This was to fulfill what was spoken through the prophet Isaiah. He took on our infirmities and carried our diseases. What did he take on? He said infirmities and diseases, right? Infirmities. He took on he pulled those negative ideas from people about their sicknesses and got them to believe in something different, that they could be healed. They didn't have to live with these things for the rest of their life. And all I'm saying is, it's all up to you. Without their belief in what he was doing, it would never happen. Some of you guys are trying to teach people different things, but they don't listen. They don't believe. Without their desire to want to believe what you're saying, it will never work for them. It could be the perfect strategy, but if they don't believe in you and what you're doing, you're wasting your time. You're wasting your time. Stop trying to help people that don't really believe in you. Deal with the ones that believe in you. I deal with people who believe in what I do. I have many people trying to connect with me. Hey, let's do this together. Let's do that together. But I know they don't believe me. They're looking for a way to make money with me, but they don't believe in what I'm teaching because I watch their actions. They come up with it and try to mix and match and, like this is a bargain basement situation. And I tell them, no, go over there. You believe in that. I don't believe in doing that stuff. Oh, we just about, no, you do it. Plenty of people coming with, oh, let's get together. We could do a show together. We could do that. I think this and that. And they only want the monetary gain. They really don't want to walk the walk. Walk it out. You see? Once again, it's all about you and your belief system. So, Friday we did a show. It's on YouTube now. Go check it out. Beth had a really good show on Sunday. It was a short show, but it had a lot of good information. The Raising Independent Thinking show. So what am I talking about today? The Writ of Mandamus. I talked about this plenty of times, and how you can get, when you're having trouble with these officials doing their job they're supposed to do. And this is going to be important because you're going to need this because of this whole forced vaccination situation. You're going to need this writ. to get these people to do their job. Especially, a lot of state workers are afraid because they want them to get vaxxed. You heard the Biden talk about this is a pandemic of the unvaccinated. Like the unvaccinated is driving everything, but everybody, the people that I know that are getting it, they already have the vaccine and they still getting it. So how is that a pandemic of the unvaccinated? That's not even a scientifically responsible thing to say. But y'all hated Trump so much, this is what you got. Dictator type language. They can't force you to take something you don't want. Constitution says that. You have a right to your body. You have inalienable rights. And you do what you want with it. You decide. Okay? So, what's a writ of mandamus? Let's share the screen here. Remember, if y'all want to join in, click that Zoom link or call 563-999-3615. Let me share the screen here. I think it's this one. Is it? Can y'all see that? It's not showing up on my screen. All right, let's stop that. Let's stop. Showing blank over there. Every time I try to share that, let's see if I do this one. Oh, I know what the problem is. I know. I gotta bring this over here. All right, give me a second. Oh, I'm gonna just have to read it. Okay. Let's stop that. I gotta work out these little glitches. All right, let's see if this works. Still showing a blank screen over there. Nope, I can't. It's not working right. So I'm just going to have to read it to you guys. All right. So a writ of mandamus is an order from a court to an inferior government official ordering the government official to properly fulfill their official duties or correct an abuse of discretion. And you have a lot of cases, Cheney versus United States District Court for D.C. According to the U.S. Attorney Office, mandamus is an extraordinary remedy which should only be used in exceptional circumstances of peculiar emergency or public importance. Mandamus at the federal level. In the federal courts, these orders most frequently appear when a party to a suit wants to appeal a judge's decision but is blocked by rules against interlocutory appeals. Instead of appealing directly, the party simply sues the judge, seeking a mandamus compelling the judge to correct his earlier mistake. Generally, this type of indirect appeal is only available if the party has no alternative means of seeking review. So, this is an extraordinary writ you would use in extreme circumstances. And I think this is an extreme circumstances. And how would you use this? You have to use this because they're trying to force you to take a vaccine, right? And they don't want you to use, some of these places are trying to block you from using your religious exemptions. Well, the Constitution says you're protected with your religious exemptions. So you would have to force them by way of this writ to do their job, to accept that. Number one, I would do a couple of things. I would be doing what you call a constitutional challenge to it as well. Because this is the whole thing, for someone to say, actually publicly say, we're getting tired and we're waiting on you, get vaccinated and get the needle. Like, what kind of nonsense is that? How do you talk to people like their children? He really showing his slave master qualities in that one. I don't care if you agree with it or taking it or not. It's just that's not how you run a country, by telling people or forcing people to do something against their will. especially if this is supposed to be democracy. The same government that go to other governments to check them on their oppressive treatment of people. You know, how many times have they checked North Korea, or tried to at least? Now you're just, you're the problem because you won't do this. No, some people just can't get it because they have allergies. And some people just don't get it because their religion says they can't get it. And that all of those reasons are fine. Let the people get it who want it, and let the people who don't get it, they don't get it. It's on them. If you got your so-called thing, you're okay if you got it, right? You're protected. So there you go. That's the writ. I'm gonna try to find some examples. I had some examples I can't show y'all. Let's see. Kind of hard to show you. Maybe if I just stop sharing the you know what I do? Share it through let me see. Writ of Mandamus examples. There we go. You know, the government love to take each other to court when they can't get their way. And what I'm saying, you should have to you should start let's see. Let's see if this is a good one. Now, they always have junk on the internet. Hey, remember, if you want to call in, this was I saw a writ of mandamus for let's see if this is his one. And they already have a writ of mandamus about the vaccines. I actually came across the case, but here's an example here. Let's see if I can share that screen. Let me share it from let me share it from here. Share screen. Window. Here we go. Y'all can see that. This is one here. United States Court of Appeals for the Federal Court on a petition for a writ of mandamus to the U.S. District Court for the Eastern District of Texas. And you got to study up on this because there's a particular way you have to write this writ. Petition for writ of mandamus with appendix and support. It's got all the parties' information. This stuff is online, so y'all can look up examples. So don't ask me, do I have a template? No, I don't have one. Let's go to page 5, reason for granting the writ. Let's read that. Okay, page 5. Reason a writ of mandamus is properly granted to correct the usurpation of judicial power in Relink A Media Devices Corp. 662 F3D 1221 1222 Federal Circuit 2011. Specific to this case, a lengthy delay in ruling on a request for relief can amount to a denial of the right to have the request meaningfully considered. The district court's delay in this case has amounted to a denial of Martin's rights to have its motion meaningfully considered. During the past 6 months, one of two events should have occurred. Either the district court should have decided Martin's venue motion, or it should have decided Martin's motion to dismiss. Martin contends that both motions would have been granted pursuant to controlling case law had they been considered. The allowance of either motion would have saved Martin from defending this case in an inconvenient forum. Instead, due to the court's delay in order to proceed on the merits, Martin has been forced to litigate a substantially frivolous case that has no connection to the Eastern District of Texas. This delay has frustrated 28 U.S.C. Section 1404. A, intent to prevent the waste of time, energy, and money to protect litigants, witnesses, and the public against unnecessary inconvenience and expense. Martin faces substantial additional prejudice if the district court proceeds with the claim construction process without deciding Martin's pending motion. So he's trying to get them to hear a pending motion, trying to force them to do that. The court should direct the district court to promptly decide Martin's motion to transfer venue. So basically, that's what this is about. See, they would not do the right thing according to Martin's petition in hearing his motion. How many times have you gone to court and they didn't hear your motion, or they act like you didn't put a motion in? How many times did that happen? Huh? How many times did it happen? There you go. Do you see an example of a writ of mandamus to do that, to take care of that? There's the example right there. I'll give you out a link. And that happens a lot. They just ignore motions that you put in because they figure you don't know what to do, how to finish it out. There you go. There's the link to that. And you can just type in writ of mandamus example. A lot of times y'all don't need what you call templates. If y'all just do a simple search. I just did a search. I just looked for that and found that. And there's a lot of others out there. Let's see. It's a bunch of examples over here. See, legal motions and pleadings, writ of mandamus. They even have writ of mandamus templates on PDF filler if you want a template. I probably won't have one anytime soon. Then here's a instructions. This is I think this is California. Yeah, this is California. They have, go look at the rules. They give you instructions on how to construct the writ of mandamus. Let me share that with you. It's called Rule 21. Rule 21, writs of mandamus and prohibition and other extraordinary writs. 1, a party petitioning for a writ of mandamus or prohibition direct to a court must file the petition with the circuit clerk and serve it on all parties to the proceeding in the trial court. The party must also provide a copy to the trial court judge. All parties to the proceeding in the trial court other than the petitioner are respondents for all purposes. 2A, the petition must be titled in name of petitioner. They even tell you how to title it. Petition must state the relief sought, the issues presented, the facts necessary to understand the issue presented by the petitioner, and the reasons why the writ should be issued. So you gotta, it's telling you exactly how to write it. The petition must include a copy of any order or opinion or parts of the record that may be essential to understand the matter set forth in the petition. So you have to include the order or opinion or parts of the record that may be essential to understand the matter set forth in the petition. So say you go to court and they're ignoring your petitioning or your motion, you need to include that motion. And if you have a court reporter, I would include what they recorded while you were in court when they didn't hear your motion or ignored it. Yeah, you know how sometimes you have a motion, they just say denied, they don't even give you a reason. You can do a writ on that too. Upon receiving the prescribed docket fee, the clerk must docket the petition and submit it to the court. So it does cost money. Denial order directing answer breach precedence. The court may deny the petition without an answer. Otherwise, it must order the respondent, if any, to answer within a fixed time. The clerk must serve the order to respond on all persons directed to respond. 2 or more respondents may answer jointly. The Court of Appeals may invite or order the trial court judge to address the petition or may invite an amicus curiae to do so. The trial court judge may request permission to address the petition but may not do so unless invited or ordered to do so by the Court of Appeals. So what is this amicus? I don't even know if I pronounced that correct. What's that? Let's look that up. Let's look it up. Definition. An impartial advisor, often volunteer to court. So some type of advisor, third party. Court of law in particular case. An impartial advisor. There you go. If briefing or oral argument is required, a clerk must advise the parties, and when appropriate, the trial court judge or amicus curiae. How do they pronounce that? You don't have a thing to pronounce it. Usually they tell you, well, they only give me this. Amicus. Okay, let's see how that sounds.
Amicus.
Okay, I got that part. What about this part? They don't give me that. All right. If briefing or oral argument is required, the clerk must advise. I read that. The proceeding must be given preference over ordinary civil cases. So it takes preference. The circuit court must send a copy of the final disposition to the trial court judge. C. Other extraordinary writs. An application for an extraordinary writ other than one provided in Rule 21A must be made by filing a petition with the circuit court and serving it on the respondents. Proceedings on the application must conform so far as is practicable to the procedure prescribed in Rule 21A and B. Form of papers, number of copies, length limits. All papers must conform to Rule 32C2. So you have to look up Rule 32C2. An original and 3 copies must be filed unless the court requires the filing of a different number by local rule or by order in particular case, except by the court's permission and excluding accompanying documents required by Rule 21A to C. 1. A paper produced using a computer must not exceed 7,800 words, and a handwritten or typewritten paper must not exceed 30 pages. Wow. They're very particular about these. Local Rule 21, case captions for extraordinary writs. A petition for a writ of mandamus or a writ of prohibition shall not bear the name of the district judge, but shall be entitled simply in re blank petitioner. Okay, the name and petition to the extent that relief is requested of a particular judge. Man, so I would suggest you read all these rules. That's why there won't be a template anytime soon for me. That's going to take me some time to dissect that and do that. Petition for writ of mandamus pursuant to 18 U.S.C. Section 30, crime victims' rights. Okay. It's a good resource. I'm going to bookmark that. And I'm going to put that in the chat for y'all. I think that's California's local rules. So you're going to have to look up the local rules for your state, your jurisdiction. Okay? All right. Let's see. Stop the share. All right. Now, I guess nobody got any thing to say tonight. Usually y'all have a lot to say. So if you got a question, comment, 563-999-3615. Let me put the banner up. Let me put it up. There you go. There it is. Somebody commented. Executive of what? I said you can only issue it for a state official, court. State official, probably jumping ahead on Q&A. Can you issue a writ of mandamus as an executor? If you're the petitioner, you can issue any type of writ of mandamus against a government official. Doesn't matter if you're an executor or not. Does it? I don't see why that would make a difference. So let's see. I'm taking Q&A now. Get your hands up. All right, let's see. Any other questions in that chat? Just add that one. That's it. Y'all not conversational tonight. All right. I'll put the Zoom link again. Oh, that's not the Zoom link. Copy link. Writ of Mandamus. Yo, if y'all gonna let me get off early, I was on the road all day today, so I could use a little break. All right. Hindsight University is up and running for the most part. If y'all want to join in, go to akimel.com and click the link. I also, let's see if I can get y'all the link, the direct link for that. Set up your here it is. There's the Hindsight University. It's ready to go. Some restaurants, business owners are going private as members only rather than be a public restaurant. Yeah, that's been around for a while. There's a lot of private restaurants that I know in Charlotte that operate like that, but yeah, they can do that as a business, and maybe they're gonna be one of those that, hey, you got to be vaxxed to come in there. That's their business. I'm not gonna force anybody to take my money. Is it possible to a brief summary on the video in the unit? Is it possible to a brief what? To retype that because I'm not sure what you're asking. Is it possible to a brief summary on the video in the university? I don't know. That question is escaping me, bro. Not sure what you're asking me. Is it possible to a brief summary? Restate that question so I can understand it. Is it possible to put a summary on the video? Like a summary of what? What do you want me to summary to tell you what? What do you want to know? You mean like what's going on? It's basically the premium membership, but it's over there. What the video is about. There's a bunch of videos in that Hindsight University. There's the passport stuff. It's not just one video. And when you click the link, it kind of they give you details on what's in the course. Like I'm looking at the platinum membership. It tells you exactly what's in there. What more can I tell you? The passport, detailed instructions. Then you can see, actually, you click the passport process, it shows you how long the video is, and also the templates in there. It's more stuff I'm gonna put in there, but for now, that's I thought I was as clear as possible on that. It's not just one video, it's a bunch of videos. If you're in the premium membership, it's about 20, 30 videos in there. Talking about different topics about, setting up your trust, setting up your what is that? What is that thing we're doing? Power of attorney, your what is the other one? Trademark, name change. The list goes on. IRS issues. What else? I think I'm missing something. It's a lot of stuff, a lot of information. But when you click on it, like if I was to click on the platinum bundle, it shows you everything. Now, if I click on the premium membership, it shows you all the videos that are in there. those are all of the meetings that we've had, the monthly meetings, and the detail of what's going on. You know, I know what I'm learning. No matter how much I try to make it more convenient, there's always someone come along, that say it's not convenient. So you can't please everybody, and I'm not doing that. I'm doing what what the majority likes. They get it. The minority, sorry, may not be able to help you. Do you have any webinars coming up? Yes, I do. But I won't be announcing them till I'm ready to roll them out. Because as soon as I say what I'm gonna do, somebody gonna come out and try to beat me to the punch with their bootleg information. So I don't tell it till I'm ready to do it. Oh, somebody's in the waiting room. There you go. Let me share that. Let me go back to sharing Zoom. Window. Zoom meeting. Share that. John, connect your audio and your let me see if we try something here. Oh, that's cool. I don't like that though. Let's try another one. Another one. Let's try that one. I'm playing around here, y'all. Nah, I don't like that. Let's go back to gallery. Hey, you got a dark, man. You sitting in the dark, John?
Yeah, well, I'm trying to hold on. Let me see. You can see me now. Hold on. I'm trying to learn how to work this thing. You know, I'm not that good on the, these smartphones.
Oh, okay.
Hold on. I'm trying to learn how to work
Well, if
it.
you
Hold on. I'm
driving,
gonna see you can see me
are
now.
you
Hold on.
traveling on your truck again? Yeah.
Oh, I'm parked now.
Oh, you parked.
All
Okay.
right, all right. Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
that's
parked right
good. Yeah,
now.
at least
You
I
can't
can
see
see
me,
I can see the
or you
phone.
cannot.
Yeah, I can see you. I can see your phone
All right, hold
on
on.
your steering wheel.
All right. My bad.
I see that.
All right then.
Yeah.
All right, you can see. All
Yeah.
right, all right.
Now,
Well,
so what's going on?
I was trying to say I could turn it around, but I guess not.
Hey,
Wait,
whoever's
can you
in
see me
the
now?
blog talk, press 1 so I know you want to talk in blog talk. Yeah, I can
All
see
right.
your dark
Hey,
screen.
can you see
You're
me now?
dark. Yeah. I see lights. You
Hold
pointing at a light now.
All right, hold on. I don't know. Well, sure. I'm still trying to
Man,
learn
go
how to work
ahead. Say
these
what you got to
smartphones.
say. What's going on? You trying?
Oh, all right. Hey, man. I already got all my trust ready. And this year, when I get ready to go back to the house, I'm gonna have my son be a second trustee. But
Okay.
yeah, the grantor and the first trustee gonna be me. Cause when I'm gonna do point myself, but I put definition and I define what my trust is, right?
Mm-hmm.
So nowhere I made sure it's gonna be like a revocable limit trust. But
Revocable.
the only people,
Okay.
yeah, the only people that can amend it in case something happens to me is non-U.S. citizen. I put that in there, define that no U.S. citizen cannot.
Well, why don't you
Uh,
just do an irrevocable trust?
right, yeah, in case I gotta add things, you know what I'm saying, or take things away.
No, you can still do an irrevocable trust and be able to add things. So all you have to do is express that in the trust. Say,
Right. Oh
in
yeah,
this
trust me, I
trust, the
got that.
trustee can do this, that, and the other. Just because it's
Yeah,
irrevocable doesn't mean you can't change it. You just have to
right.
express that in the trust.
Mm-hmm.
That's all. It's
Right.
simple.
Uh-huh.
It's not that hard.
Uh-huh. Hey, see right here,
Mm.
now I realized something about that IRS EIN number.
Uh-huh.
Now I do have a church EIN number, but that's gonna be for the banking only. But what I realized, I
Okay,
can
good
make my
idea.
own EIN number. You know what I'm saying? Look, I can make my own EIN number and register as a foreigner with the state, with the state secretary, right? But
I've never
if,
tried that, but
all right,
I'm not saying that sounds. If you can do that, if you can pull that off, that's a good idea.
yeah, yeah, because that's gonna be foreign. What I'm gonna do use that trust to control the bank account. Nowhere, I'm going to create a certificate transfer.
Mm-hmm.
Nowhere, yeah, you're going to have control over that bank account of that,
Okay.
religion. And also, I made a transportation trust, so that be separate from the original trust. You
Yeah.
see what I'm saying? So nowhere, don't put everything in one basket.
No, you don't do that with trust. Like, say,
Oh
for
yeah,
instance,
yeah,
if you have a
I separate
car
everything.
in the house, you don't want the car and the house in the same trust because a car
Right,
creates
right.
liability. So if you have a
There you go.
problem with
You
that
buy
car
insurance
getting
for that trust for
hurting
that car.
somebody or you damaging property, they can come after you.
Right. Mm-hmm.
They can come after your property.
Right, huh? Yeah, I got a life
Mm-hmm.
insurance trust I made up. Ready to go. I got the transportation trust.
Mm-hmm.
Now the only trust I ain't never made was clothes trust, but I do got the religion. I already
Mm-hmm.
got the life insurance, and most of all, I got the transportation. Other than that, I ain't made no trust for the clothes, stuff like that. So I mean,
Mm-hmm.
clothes go, come and go. So I don't keep clothes, so I donate it. Like
Right.
donate to the YMCA or Goodwill. When I see it, so clothes I will
Mm-hmm.
donate that. So that no need
Mm-hmm.
keep that. In a will.
Mm-hmm.
So I do have jewelry trust. So I created like 4 trusts to separate, so none don't be put together.
Mm-hmm.
Not to be put together.
Mm-hmm.
But most of all, the most beautiful thing was correct the name. And
Yes.
yes, you know what I'm
Yes.
saying?
Correcting that
That,
name is important. You're gonna need it, especially when
that's
you're going
right.
to court.
Uh-huh.
You're gonna need
And
that.
like I said, the reason for that name change, because it was certified by the clerk and the judge signed the order. The
Mm-hmm.
most beautiful thing about that name change is not the name itself, it's the reason.
Yeah.
Man, the greatest thing I put on there was, 2012, to inherit what was given to me on this land. So nowhere it cannot be taxed. Nowhere, nobody cannot tax me if something was given to me.
Mm-hmm.
And also, I put that 14 member. Remember I tell you, I put that 14 member on there.
Mm-hmm.
Right, I put that 14 member Indian excluded
Right.
from tax.
Indian
Man,
not
that messed
taxed.
them
That's
up.
in the Constitution.
Right, I put that in there. 14 amendment. You know what I'm saying? That's certified. That's
Mm-hmm.
certified. And right there, I could do a writ of mandate and force them to let them know that, hey, you cannot tax me. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? Well, give it to me to be on planet Earth. You cannot tax me for wherever I go. You cannot tax me for nothing.
Mm-hmm.
That's the most beautiful thing.
Right.
And right there, I could attach that as a zipper anytime. I could attach that name tag with the reason on there anytime. You know, part of my writ of mandate. Case they try to tell me something, you can't tell me nothing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Everything I do on this land, North America, it was given to me birthright. You see what I'm saying? So that's like birthright, automatic birthright. You
Right.
can't even do that to me. hmm Yeah, so yeah, so when I get ready to go back home, me and my son, he gonna sign in front of notary, where he gonna be like a backup trustee, what I'm saying, at that point, in case something happened to me, but I made sure that, I told him that now, by you being part of this trust, you know, you fall out of the protection of this trust. So nowhere you cannot be a US citizen
Mm-hmm.
when you operate a trust. You see what I'm saying? So nowhere, he gonna be operate, even though he got a driver license and all stuff like me, but the trust define the second trustee as a mortgage.
Mm-hmm.
Define him as a mortgage. Because what I did, I put definition. It's like the state got definition, you got the federal IRS got their definition. That's the key. I put the definition of who I am. I put the definition of a trust. I put the definition of the mortgage. You know what I'm saying? I put all that in there, define what it is and the purpose of this
Yes.
trust. You know what I'm saying? It took me like 5 months to, you know what I'm saying, put everything together right. You know what I'm saying? No rushing, no looking at everybody else stuff, but I put everything together. Now everything is perfect. I got all the definition. I got the what could be done. It's like, for the car, I bought a brand new Ford Explorer, right? 21 red,
All right.
beautiful, you know. And right here, for that transportation, it's a religion card. It's for the member and citizen owner of this trust. And right here, it got assurance added to it. It got the
Yeah.
rules of how the car is you know supposed to be
All right.
operating. No, but the car gonna be for religion only.
Got you. Hey, I gotta move
Mhm.
on. I gotta
Okay.
uh yeah, because you about to tell a whole life story right
All
now.
right, my bad, brother.
I appreciate it,
All
dog.
right, peace and love,
All
man.
right, man.
Hey, look,
Peace. Anybody
uh,
else want to join
mhm,
in?
peace and love.
The link is in the chat.
All right.
While he was while he was talking, he said something that made me look up an example of a deed. I want to show y'all something. I ain't gonna go too far into this, but I'm gonna show y'all something. Let's see if I can share. Remember, if y'all want to call in, there's a number. Also, get them likes up. Let me answer Nate Delzant's question. They said, "Did this writ sound similar?" Yeah, I did an audio a while back. How to put the judge? You don't put the judge on notice. You get the judge to do his job. If he does something, he rule against you erroneously, and you don't have any other recourse, you would do a writ of mandamus. You got to exhaust all of your other options, like before you do a writ of mandamus. Hang on a second. Let me mute John out. Here's the likes. The number 563-999-3615. Also, the show that is not free. It costs money to run all this. So all your donations are appreciated. There's the options coming across the stream, my Zelle and my Cash App. But let me share this. I'm not gonna spend a whole lot of time, but I'm gonna give you a little tidbit. Let's do this. Share. This is an example of a template of North Carolina deeds. This is where they're getting y'all on these deeds. Now you notice, and he was talking about name change, right? You notice right here, got North Carolina quitclaim deed, right? It's all in all caps. Then they got the grantor and the grantee, all in all caps. Then in the body, they say the designation grantor and grantee as used herein shall include said parties. See, this is where they get you. It includes said parties. Up there, it's all caps, right? But then in here, it's upper and lower. But they're not addressing you specifically in this deed, in your proper name. Then you see North Carolina was all caps up there. Now down here, it's upper county of, and you put the county, in the state of North Carolina. This is the republic right here. This is telling you it's on the land, the republic land called state of South Carolina, or the country of North Carolina, in the township. See, it is really being very telling how they're doing that. But when they come to your name, they said witnesseth that said grantors for and consideration sum of $10 and other consideration. See, they're saying grantors, they're using general titles. A name should be here in proper form. Right? So if it was me, I'd be redoing this whole thing to make sure that I'm in here in my proper form. And this right here is the key. See, state of North Carolina, all caps again. Why is it all caps up there and then upper and lower in here? When it's telling you what the property is, who owns it. See, then it says to have and to hold the aforesaid tract, parcel, and all privileges, said grantee and his heirs. Instead, listen, I'm stopping right there because this is where we going, y'all. This is where we going. Talking about a webinar. This is where we going. See, I've been telling y'all this stuff is very simple. You just got to pay attention to little details. Little details. Little details. Man, it's hard for me not to talk about this, but it's so obvious once you read through it. Man, this is it. Man, oh man, so much I could do with that. Thanks for the support of Make Some More. Anybody else got something to say? Want to get on? Press 1 if you on Blog Talk. I see some people there, but you didn't press 1, so I don't know if you want to talk or get into the Zoom. Or I'm going to call it an early night. I could use a little rest. I could. But I'm willing to work a little extra if y'all want me to stay on. I just gave y'all something to think about. I just gave y'all something to think about. Those people who didn't tune in tonight, they lost out. They'll catch it. They'll catch it later. I'm gonna give y'all about a minute, then I'm getting out of here. Let's see. Yeah, I'm glad he said that because I'm looking at this thing. You better go watch that when I went over that little 2-minute spill on that deed. How do one go about using EIN number instead of a SSN? That's something I share in my CPN webinar videos. Go back to the last show I did on CPNs. I did that last week, and you just go and you tell them. They ask for the social, you give them the EIN, but you got to let them know it's an EIN. You can't lie, you get in trouble. You got to let them know you don't use your social for whatever reason you got. Could be religious. That's the only thing that's going to hold up religious. And you only use these type of 9-digit numbers. Whether it be an EIN or some other 9 digits. Call it credit privacy number. And the FBI supports that, but you have to be honest and upfront. You can't be fraudulent in your intentions. That's when you get in trouble. So you have to let them know this is not a social. You can't just do that. Now, I know when you're doing online applications, there isn't any real option for that. So I would suggest you call in when you're doing it that way. That's about all I can talk about in depth. But I do have a lot of webinars on it. And I don't teach it for people to be fraudulent. Although people abuse that whole CPN, they go buy stuff, buy cars, and then sell the cars just to get some money, some quick money. And everybody I saw that do stuff like that, they end up in trouble. Remember what I told y'all about what you put out, you get back. You put out dishonesty, you're going to pay for that. How to get this 98 number everyone talking about? Shoot, I got a show on that way back in the archives on Blog Talk. It's just simple calling IRS and telling them, certain things. Even got a template, but that's only reserved for my people in my premium membership. Things like that, how to get a 98 number, I teach that in the premium membership. I don't teach that stuff in the open. But although if you go back, way back, a few years back, there is a show, How to Do the 98 number, where I read the template on the air. So I'm going to be like the rest of them. Do your research. But go into the Blog Talk. I'll give you my Blog Talk. It's blogtalkradio.com/hindsight 2020. Go into that, into the archives. I think I did it probably late 2018, 2017. Somewhere in that area, I did a whole show on how to do your 98 number. Then I showed you how to do some registering of it. There's a show, and it's labeled that. Frankie 5 times says, my dad had a stroke and his girlfriend is using a power of attorney to foreclose on my home. He paid it off years ago and she forged signatures. What court do I present my lawsuit in? Federal? You have to go to state court. You got to go to state court in their jurisdiction. That's not a federal matter. That's wherever the court they're trying to. You need to come into the case that they're trying to foreclose on and intercede. All right. I'm in Texas, a non-judicial state. Why are they trying to foreclose on it is the question. How can they foreclose on it? Foreclose on something you don't owe money. You owe money on it? Disciple Ministry, what's up? Peace. Yeah. Any other questions? 9-8 numbers. The key to trust is the definition of the parties. From Houston. How's it out there in Houston? I hear a lot about Houston. Y'all are supposed to have all these children and sick in the hospital. Is that really true? Is that really true? Well, it's up for auction. She tried eviction that didn't hold up, so she got in with the original seller who owned a finance to steal it. Oh, so did he owe any more money? It sounds like he owed some more money, and that's why they're doing that. Or they're claiming he owed money. Yeah. I would suggest you do a personal consultation with me. Go to akimel.com and to get more details, because I'm trying to figure out how they're able to foreclose on a paid off property. Something's information is missing there. It's been raining, but I think it's been blown up. Yeah, I agree. Let's see. Everybody shot in that. I usually get a few callers, but nobody calling in. News stories, exactly. I know over here ain't nothing going down. I mean, we had a hospital over there near where I live. This whole thing has been empty. That's like nothing's changed. And it's the only hospital within a few miles. It's about as empty as it always is over there. Hey, everything's whenever they try to sell a product, they always blow things out of proportion. Remember, y'all just dealing with a huge marketing campaign right now. Y'all better go back and look at that. Go back and look at the video where I showed that deed and pay attention to details. Pay attention to details. But that's forthcoming. I'm going to show you how to do that. They're forcing everybody to get the COVID shot. Well, they're trying to force. They can't force anybody. You got to use that Constitution, religious exemptions to shut all of that down. Yeah. They're holding my friend who was refused a shot after giving birth against her will since what? So they got somebody in the hospital and won't let her go because she won't take the shot. Well, that's some old dictator stuff there. Man, they really trying to get people to react adversely to these things. Man, that's all. Well, they got what they wanted. They said Trump was this bad guy, and now they got the guy. See, y'all understand this game. That they played. They Trump was in office and they made him such a bad guy all 4 years of his presidency that you would accept anybody as president except for him. See, this is a game. They played y'all. They played the people that voted. They played you. See, when them for 4 years, then somebody come along, you just gonna take it. He said this, he said that. Oh, it's a game. He playing the game too. Now they got this guy in here. He's saying all kind of crazy stuff. And look what's going on. Since he's been in office, these companies have been going all out warfare on your rights. After you apply for your passport and you're waiting on it to come, what do you use in the meantime to show your nationality? Nothing until that comes back. You could tell them what your nationality is. The application, how are you going to use the application? You submitted that unless you make copies of it. Just wait on your passport. It don't take that long. If you follow my process, I'll tell you how to do expedited so you get it back fast. But if you didn't do that, it'll take you weeks to get it back. She's in Detroit. Wow. She needs a constitutional challenge to that. How you deal with the passport is you're not sending the right certified application. You call them up. You tell them that they didn't send the right one so that they can send you the correct one. Somebody's in there. Somebody in there. We got another person on. Sean Shutterham. Turn that camera on, brother. Turn that camera on.
How you doing? How you doing? How you
Good.
doing?
What's up? Peace, man. What's going on?
What's up, man? This Big Sean from Las Vegas.
Hey, what's going on, Big Sean? Let me get so everybody can see you. You're not on the screen just right now. There we go. There we go. All right, peace. What's going on, man? How's everything going, man? Hey, I'm coming out to Vegas in October.
Oh, word? I've been wondering when you was coming.
I'm coming out. I'm not coming for a seminar. I'm coming for I'm coming out there. We doing our thing. Me and Beth, we doing it out in Vegas.
Okay, yeah, man.
We do it out. We solidifying right there. Somebody's planning it for us right now. I'll give you all the dates. Yeah. I'll look you up when I get out there. I'm only gonna be there for a few days. We going in there, do what we need to do, and come and leave. So,
well, I mean, at least let us know. At least let us know so I can get you a care package while you're out here.
Oh, okay. I'll let you know. All right. Do I have your number?
Yeah, at least let us.
Shoot me an email with your information.
You have my wife's number. You have Treasure's number.
Oh, okay. Yeah. You know what? Send me that again. You know how things cycle through. I got a new phone too. So email me your information. Yeah. I gotta let
I got on
your boy know too.
Jason Gunn.
Jason. I gotta let him know too. Yeah. I'm gonna be out there.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got on because I had some questions. I need to set up some trust for some record label stuff.
Okay.
And I was wondering, but I want to do it ecclesiastic. Is that even possible to do it that way?
Yeah, you can do anything ecclesiastical. Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah, because I wanted to collect all our publishing.
Okay. All right. Yeah, you can do that. You can see what I would do. I would set up a church first, and just that's simple as just going to get the EIN number and then registering down at the county. That's all you need to do. You don't need to do anything else. You don't need the 508, 501c. When a lot of people don't realize when you get that EIN number and you check off church, it comes at CP 575E. That means it's exempt.
Right.
It doesn't. You don't need anything else other than if you want to keep the name and you don't want anybody using your name, you go down to the Registry of Deeds and record it there. That's it.
Okay.
You got an official Republic trust, a church that is the way it's supposed to be set up. All you're doing is recording with the Registry of Deeds so people know that you're there. You're not getting permission for anything. You're just saying, this church is established here. This is the name of it. You can't use that name. That's why you would register at the Registry of Deeds. But anything outside of that, you don't need to do.
Okay, my last question is setting up. See, COVID really kicked me in the butt, and I almost died twice.
Wow.
So and I didn't have my family set up to take on all my assets.
Right.
So now that I've made it through, I really need to have that stuff together just in case something happens to me.
Yeah, you set those
That
trusts up. Yeah.
yeah, and well, I want to take the university classes that you have. Will that is there something in there that will lead me to the right direction on that way? Or?
Oh yeah, in the private membership, it's all about that. It's about the nationality. Of course, you already been to the seminar and did the passport and all that, so you don't need that part.
Yeah, and I had a lot of your website before you went to the university thing.
Right. So you already had that. So what you need is the part where you're doing the trust and you're operating out of trust. That's the part.
Okay.
So all of that is let me read. Hang on. That. All right. You still there?
Yes, sir, I am.
All right. So all of that's going to show you how to get your tree trust and operate properly, set all your business affairs in the trust. That's what that's for. So you and I probably could work something out because you don't need the other part. You already been through the other side.
Okay.
John,
so
keep your mic muted, John.
On a consultation.
Yeah, you can set up a consultation.
No,
not you. It was the other guy. He kept coming in.
Okay.
Get a consultation. We grow with because I'll work something out with you on that because you don't need the passport product because you done been down that road already. So you and Treasure,
yes, sir. Yeah,
y'all good on that. y'all don't need that part. So yeah, let's.
It works perfect. Nobody knows about that.
Right.
My passport, man, is obsolete. I walk through TSA, all that. They know who I am. They know what's up.
Right. Yeah. See, the people don't know this brother here is like one of the first people that I taught in the seminar how to do it correctly. So I appreciate the testimony. Anything else?
Yes, sir. That's it. I'll be setting up one for when you have an opening for the rest of this week.
Okay.
And we'll talk then. Okay.
Okay. All right, Sean. Take care.
Right.
Peace.
All right. Be blessed. Have a good day.
You too. All right, Rico. Unmute your mic, Rico, and turn your camera on, brother.
I'm sitting down here in the basement, man. I ain't in a good location.
Oh, okay. I got you. All right, what's up?
I wanted to ask a question, but I didn't know if it was a question for members only or.
Would all your trusts have different addresses? Or somebody asked me, is this your question? Would all trusts have different addresses? No, you set them up for the address you want it to be. If you want different addresses, you can. It doesn't matter. The address of the trust, they're going to share the same along the, as long as you're not, the trust we set up, is you use the address you want to use for them. And a lot of times I don't teach people with the trust part, use an address that's not where you're sleeping at for your trust.
Right. I wasn't sure if I need to get one separate one for each one, or could I just
No, you don't need a separate one for each one, no.
Okay.
Then actually the address is not really going to be on the trust. Except for, is it going to be on there? Beth does the trust, so I have to look at those details. I don't remember seeing the trust. Only time I need the address is when I'm doing the EINs. And your family trust is I get that EIN if you're doing it through me. I get the EIN. The rest of them you get. And the only thing that's going to have, if you do the ecclesiastical trust, the only thing that's going to have your address is that ecclesiastical. The church EIN, the church EIN. Because I want your house to be viewed as a religious sanctuary.
Okay.
That's the way I do it. Yeah. Huh?
Yeah. I'm going to hit you with a consultation so we can talk more about it.
Aren't you in the membership?
Yeah.
You don't need you don't have to set up a consultation for that. Just wait till you get in the when we have a class. We deal with it in the class.
Okay.
Yeah. Save your money, man. I appreciate it, but you don't need that. Just wait till we do our monthly class, only a couple of weeks away. And then you could ask that question. All right.
Okay. Appreciate it. Thank you.
All right. Peace.
All
right. Who else out there? We had a couple of people get on. Y'all don't. I'm gonna give y'all about a minute or two, and then I'm gonna shut it down. Okay, let's see. Trump never claimed. Frankie 5 times said I'm attempting to assist her. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you have to do some constitutional challenge to that. To that. That's totally like you can't force somebody to take something. Trump never claimed to be a politician. He was a businessman running the U.S. like yeah, he never did. Over networking and email. Should you write it on the app? I don't know what you're talking about. Drew Blackwell, what's your question? I don't get your question. Should you write it on the app? Them Democratic states are tripping. I think the only reason why North Carolina doesn't have a lot of issues because it's a swing state, meaning, some counties are Democrat, some counties are Republican. And, at this time, during this time, I'm with the Republicans and how they run things. They ain't had, they're not putting up with that bull. But y'all got what you asked for. All those people that was hating on Trump, you got your old slave master now cracking a whip on y'all, telling y'all need to take that sticking. He got his whip out. Y'all do recall he did the eulogy for the Grand Master of the KKK, right? Didn't he do that? Didn't he call black people monsters or something like that? But y'all still went in there and said, "Ching, let's make this slave master our man, our boss." All right, y'all. Shoot, it looks like y'all ran out of questions. Well, if that's the case, I appreciate you guys for giving me another great show. It's only going to get better. They throttling my followers, right? The other day I was looking at my phone and seeing how many people watched Beth's video. And on my phone, it was showing like double digits. In hers, it was showing 3. So they fooling with my technology. They fooling. What happened if you don't your EIN? That I tempt him. I don't understand that question. You don't get an EIN? I don't know the context of the question. Speaking clear, complete thoughts. Great show. Thank you. Can your job force you to sign mask mandate documents even if you wear your mask? They can't force you to sign anything. No one can force you to sign anything. They can threaten you, but anytime you have to sign something, that means it's optional. It's an agreement. They need your signature. You don't have to sign anything. All right? All right, y'all. What happened if you don't use your EIN? In what case? All right, y'all. Let's see. I'm trying to wait on Tim to clear up that question. Good job. Great show. Thank you. Make sure y'all get the likes up. Help me out. All right. Should I do anything specific when I sign those documents? All rights reserved. Without prejudice, all rights reserved every time you sign something, if you're going to sign them. If it's the wrong one, if they give you the wrong, you got to call them. Deal with the place that you got the document from or the EIN from. A lot of times y'all ask me questions about what to do with these entities, right? Y'all remember, I'm not employed by them. So if you're having an issue with them, you need to call them up and say, this is my issue, and let them help you sort it out. That's how that works. Okay? A lot of those questions I can't answer because I don't work for them people. People are, well, how long should it take for them to do this? And how long should I do? Hey, I don't work for them. They tell you how long. All right. All right. There we go. And I'm going to say peace and see y'all next week. Peace, prosperity, extreme wealth to all. Peace.
Peace to the gods. You're listening to Hindsight Radio.